And now to the question on every parent's mind: what will school look like in the fall, and will it be safe?
Over a year ago, COVID-19 changed the way we work, play, and learn. While we still face uncertainty, what we know for sure is community matters. We need each other, and we're getting through together. My name is Kamisha Knox, and I teach developmental ESOL here at Madison Middle School, grades 6 through 8.
My name is Hannah Phillips. I work at Olinda Elementary, and I'm a 4th grade reading and writing teacher.
Hi everyone, my name is Astrid Vargas, Miss Vargas, and I teach chemistry at Miami Northwestern Senior High School. I vividly remember having an emergency faculty meeting that Friday, and I remember leaving the faculty meeting with more questions than answers.
Students oftentimes think that teachers know everything, and I was like, at the time I was 24, so I was like, I don't know, I gotta call my mom, I need to talk to an adult or an adult, like I don't know.
Really sunk in when the principal spoke to us all and she said, you know, guys need to gather your things because we aren't coming back. And up until before that point, I kept figuring that we would come back, in a month or a few weeks. I thought we would come back, and we just never did.
The most difficult aspect of teaching this year is for sure engaging students. I teach both my physical and virtual students at the same time, so it's difficult to know if the students are actually retaining the information as well. And the way that I kind of try to engage the presence of my kids is I try to have an even bigger personality. I crack jokes even if they're corny. And the kids love it, I'd like to think. And I think that really shows them that I don't just want to teach the material, I care about how they're doing.
So I haven't been able to meet all of my students. That has been very difficult because I feel like as a former student, right? The classroom is very much the teacher's personality and the connection that you have with the teacher. So just not being able to be in the same environment where you can actually be in these 4 walls, you can close this door and say, hey, this is our space, this is our time. That's been very difficult.
Teachers have demonstrated that their leadership is the heart of community. They are our kids' tutors, friends, mentors, role models, counselors, and more. Teachers are and have always been essential, showing up for students and families to ensure learning and achievement don't stop even when the world slows.
My second year, I'm just really grateful for the fact that I've been able to allocate a significant amount of funds for the school for different things. So the State Farm grant that I received was $2,500, and that is being used to buy tablets for my AP chemistry students.
So I've moved with the same students this year, and last year for intervention I was given the Tier 3 students and they could not read at all. And I was overwhelmed because on the pacing guide it only had iReady as a sole means to teach these students their phonics. And that's when I realized that they need explicit instruction from an educator. And so I created my own phonics approach. And I took a course called Orton Gillingham to teach myself so that I can be the best teacher for them. And it started to show in their comprehension scores, and bi-weeklies when they started scoring in yellow. And yeah, it wasn't green, it wasn't perfect, but it showed me it took them from red, so they were improving. And their vocab increased and their confidence increased. They were more willing to participate in class. And so that's when I knew that it actually worked.
My project, I would say, at Madison has been to build the confidence of all the ESOL students by making sure that they were acknowledged in the general population of Madison Middle School. I had a lot of students who only spoke Spanish, only spoke Haitian Creole. The announcements, however, were only in English. The emails sent out to parents were only in English. The paperwork was English and some Spanish, here and there. And I was like, this is a large population of our school that we are leaving behind, who is not heard, who does not feel valued. So I was that bulldozer. And then I'm sure my admin would agree. And I'm like, hey, we gotta do something about this. My kids, I was like, I don't know. My kids didn't hear the announcement. We didn't understand it. Everybody's like, what? Did she say that in the middle of staff meeting? So I was shaking the table a little bit for my students here. You are valuable here, you are worthy here, you deserve to be here. This is your school as much as it is everyone else's. And you are important here at Madison. And hey, you don't understand what's going on? somebody in the school's going, explain it to you so we can figure it out.
Advice I give to my fellow teachers: trust your instincts and do what you gotta do for your students. The district gives us a lot of materials. They give us pacing guides, year-to-glances, but that's a one-size-fits-all, and it may not work for your particular student. The only person that knows your students well is you.
So Teach for America has provided the network of individuals, that I have been able to lean on throughout the last 2 years and really learn from and grow with, right? Whether they're also teachers or coaches, and I'm just really grateful for the people that I've met through TFA.
TFA has helped me become a better leader by forcing me to find a voice that is receptible to the majority.
Without a doubt, TFA has helped me become a better leader. They are constantly motivating me, whether it's my MTLD, whether it's the sessions that we have. They're constantly giving me that support to take on more leadership roles in my school. If it wasn't for TFA, I don't know if I would be the reading department chair. I don't know if I would be the model teacher of Olinda, but I do know that when I did take on this extra responsibility and task, they've supported me through it all.
Now, I want to make a toast to the future. We have made it through so much this year. This is the first year that we have experienced a pandemic and so many other things. Congrats to everyone for just making it through, for making the most out of this year, and honestly making our future into what we want it to be. Cheers.
I'd like to make a toast to the future of my students. May they be able to have a plan to fulfill their goals, whether it's college, the workforce, and I hope that Miami and the education system can do that for them.
I'd like to give a toast to the future of Miami-Dade students as a whole. It's about time that they're started to look at as a priority rather than an afterthought. Cheers.
Teachers have been and continue to be a comforting consistency in students' lives. They build the togetherness we've needed to keep going, to keep growing, always. In spite of disruptions to our educational system over the past year, Teach for America Miami-Dade continues in our vision for every student to be able to attend a school where they are supported, inspired, and challenged to achieve a higher quality of life.